most exciting part, the regulatory disruption that is happening. We decided in the Paris Agreement that by 2050, everybody wants to be 90% carbon neutral. And we decided that we agreed on an approach, all countries agreed on it, and Europe wants to be the leader on this. I've been sitting on the advisory board for the climate change for 7 years now. This is already implemented, and they're implemented in a certain way. So the first wave is the Fit for 55. That means the red ones you see, so the carbon market is divided into two elements. Governments and the large companies in Poland, and then the voluntary market. Well, the voluntary market is a nice name. It means it's voluntary, but it's not voluntary. It's mandated in reality, but it's a nice name. That means everybody has to pay for their sins. So how are they doing it? They write a letter of sin for you, and you have to pay carbon credit for it. So how are they doing that? They're doing it in a simple way. They're scanning the forests. The captured carbon CO2 will be there. That's a digital asset that is stored there that you take, and from the products you're delivering or from the flights you take, you have to take a verified, proven method that this product is being sold. That's a carbon credit retirement program. That means carbon credit is a financial asset in the market now that you can leverage. So the second law they developed is the European climate law, supply chain management law. That means you need to have transparency over your supply chain, what product you get, how it's been delivered, how you're renewing yourself, and by the size of the companies, the taxation is already there. That means every company, every product you buy and sell, average company has to pay 15 to 25% of tax. Either you pay the tax when you ship it to Germany, or you pay tax here and you take it off your books. The carbon credit is not something you pay as a tax. If you're smart to invest, it's a financial asset in your book. The carbon credit is not disappearing. The forest you have scanned and you have retired program is still an asset. That means after years, that is a balance sheet in your books. It's like $1 that you can exchange. It's a huge element. So, good. Then the next law is the European Green Deal. That means every organization needs to demonstrate how they renew themselves, how they source their products, how they renew themselves in printing, in energy. They need to demonstrate that the supply chain, the distribution, everything within that is directly and correctly managed. If not, they have to pay an extra tax. So this is a European tax system that already is set in place last year in October. They have 1 year grace period, so this year in October, if you ship something and you don't have a program, you have to pay for it. It's actually that real. So what is the big opportunity within that? The big opportunity within that is quite simple. You need a certified way to validate and demonstrate product. This is a rare opportunity for you to be the predator in your supply chain. That means you can make money in your supply chain. If you have a certification program, you buy carbon credit that is based on liquidity. I don't recommend anybody to buy Vera and all this stuff because you buy 0.1% of a carbon credit, it's worth nothing, and they have to go to the project and so on. You have to buy carbon credit where somebody already put $21 in the carbon credit. The carbon credit that you sell to your supply chain goes up to $45. So you take it off the price, you earn 2 times money. You earn money on your supply chain, and you earn money on when you distribute out. So you align the supply chain, and you have an ability to make money on your supply chain. That's a very, very rare opportunity that happens, because normally regulations is something that happens to you. This is the first time you can take advantage of a regulation to get a competitive advantage. Very, very rare. So, let's talk about something very simple, strategy. Strategy is not the same that you learned 20 years ago or 5 years ago. Strategy today, in a nutshell, is very simple. It's about 3 choices. What not to do. Within the what not to do, you define where is it you want to play to win. But you're deselecting what you don't want to do. And then, where do you want to differentiate? And what do you want to focus on? And that is the only sequence that you define a strategy on. So how do you define a strategy today?